Alright, so I'm back with some more Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. Now recently there's GameSpot published an article in which the Infinity Ward developers have boasted that you'll be able to reload while aiming down sights, which is an interesting feature. Now I think you can actually do it in current COD games, although it's really more of a glitch, because I've seen people on their kill cams when they kill me. They're zoomed in, but they change magazines. It tends to happen more with sniper rifles. And I think in this game in particular, there's actually... I don't know if it was mentioned, but it seems like when players are prone and they reload, if you watch them, their characters actually roll to the side in order to reload, although as a player you don't actually see that animation. But that's an interesting mechanic. So in addition to being able to lean around corners, you'll be able to reload while aiming down sights. Now, I've always wondered why. I wondered if the Modern Warfare quote-unquote reimagining will also have like realistic magazine swapping. You know what I mean? It's not like every time you change magazines, it doesn't... In a game like this one and in most other games, when you change magazines, you're always guaranteed to have a full magazine when you swap a new magazine in. But in the old school Rainbow Six and Ghost Recon games, you really just change magazines. So even if you fire a round with your current mag, swap out, fire however many rounds, and then you swap back to the original magazine, that original magazine is going to be missing one round because that's how many were missing when you swapped that magazine out. Now, I was thinking it'd be interesting if a game, first-person shooter that had class abilities or maybe weapon proficiencies. So maybe like if you're playing as a sniper class, your character can like change magazines. If it's a bolt action rifle, you can clear the chamber without like taking his eye out of the scope, right? But if you're playing as a non-sniper character and you pick up a sniper rifle, your character, because he's not as familiar with that weapon, he'll have to like, if he's aiming down the sight, in order to change magazines, he's got to pull out, look at the mag, because that character is not as comfortable with that particular gun. And then you could have the same sort of situation for other guns. So it's like kind of similar to how in Modern Warfare 3 you had weapon proficiencies. The more you used a particular gun and the more kills you racked up, the more, perks that became available for that particular gun. So you had to earn it. So I think that'd be really cool. And maybe like, so in addition to like being able to, change magazines, change fire modes, operate the gun without actually looking at the gun so you could still focus while aiming down the sight. That could be character based and or it could be like usage based on the player's experience with that particular gun. Or maybe you could like buy experience. I know microtransactions are kind of a dirty word in the gaming community, but like maybe something like kind of how in the first Black Ops you could spend your currency, your in-game currency, the token economy. I think that'd be great. And I've always wondered maybe like because I never really played the old school SOCOM games, but I know that in the multiplayer modes you always had like the magazine plus one round in the chamber. So maybe you could like, if your character is super proficient with the particular weapon, he pops in that extra round, he or she. Because I know you'll probably be able to play as female characters in the next Modern Warfare. So that'd be cool. And if you do it manually, maybe it's just like a weapon perk. And I think it'd be interesting, and maybe it wouldn't be suitable for all types of shooters, but I think it would be cool if there was like a game where you had to like manually feed the rounds into your magazine and had to like actually pick up weapons and ammo from fallen enemies, have to search them, and then maybe you could like booby trap corpses. I mean, maybe it wouldn't really work so well in a fast-paced game like COD, but kind of a survival first-person shooter, or maybe even a third-person shooter. That'd be really cool, really unique. So at this point, I'm using my my class inspired by Metal Gear Solid 3, AK-47 with no attachments. We're down by 10. I've got 2 RPGs as my first perk. My second perk is Juggernaut because, like I said, it's inspired by Metal Gear Solid 3 and Snake in that game. The Snake of that game is a tank. And I think my third perk is... not sure, to be honest. Okay, so we're down 15 at this point. Enemy's got a helicopter in the air. Wonder if you'll be able to... I'm sure you'll be able to shoot down kill streaks. Aircraft kill streaks. In the next Modern Warfare. Like, I've always... Like, I really want, like, a team-based, more realistic first-person shooter. So maybe if you have, like, a machine gunner, you need, like... It's a heavier gun, but if you have a second player helping to carry that gun, then you can move more quickly. And maybe if, like... Because in real life, you have, like, a machine gunner, then you have, like, an assistant machine gunner who, like, help feeds the belt. So, I mean, I don't know if that would be fun for that second player, but if, like, that second player could, you know, manually feed the belt to ensure that the machine gun operates properly. What else? I lost my train of thought. Things like, yeah, just being able to, like, toss magazines to your teammates, or even, like, kind of like in, Army of Two in the cutscenes where like the 2 characters will like reload each other's guns. So like one character will be shooting and then he releases the mag and the other character pops in the mag. Like, say if you're like crouched behind a wall, you're lying prone under heavy fire, that'd be pretty cool. So my little kill streak, let's put us within range. And I'm going for it. I'm camping, but this is a great position. In the middle of the map. They don't really suspect it. I mean, at this point they do know I'm here and they're trying to kill me. There we go. Get a helicopter of my own. Yeah, that'd be really interesting. Being able to reload. Change magazines in a realistic way. Oh yeah, I was thinking like... Because I know, I think in Far Cry 2, or in some first-person shooters, like, your guns actually jam and malfunction. And you have to, like, spend your downtime maintaining your gun to prevent breakdowns, malfunctions, and whatnot. That'd be interesting. Oh, shit. Oh, and I get killed through the grating if I just moved over. Force them to come up those ladder. So it's tied. And we win at the last moment, thanks to my game-turning kill streak. And yeah, round-winning player has the same card as me. I think that's a really cool-looking card. 75 to 74. I finished 16 and 6. Not the highest score, but definitely the best differential. And I'm excited to hear more Call of Duty news. Hopefully the developers will feed us bit by bit some more interesting information. Thanks for watching.